So today I'm gonna change this oil pickup feed gasket on this Vauxhall Insignia. Off the drive shaft bolt off. We got this. You should be able to get that off. And other tools you probably need: car stands, good jack, something to block your tires so the car don't roll back, papers, and we got sealant to seal the sump. So we take the sump off, we're gonna have to clean it, then reseal it. This is a good one. It goes up to, where is it? 350 degrees Celsius. And it says it's made for, wait, somewhere around here that says typical use oil sump. So this should be good. We got that seal. We're gonna replace this rubber thing here. That's the part number. Gotta be a transmission fluid, because after we pull the drive shaft out, some of the transmission fluid is gonna fall out, so pour out. So we got some transmission fluid to top it back up. And we got oil filter. So we got an oil filter with the O-ring for the oil draining bolt. After you undo that bolt and drain your engine oil out, it's always good to put a new washer for the oil sump draining bolt. And then we got some oil. Yeah, we got the Dexus 2. We got this from the Vauxhall main dealer. It's a very good price. So instead of buying other brands, you can just go to the dealer and get the official oil, because it's cheaper, I think, from the dealer. Bin bag here for rubbish. Also we got a stopper, because when I pull that drive shaft out, we're gonna need something to plug the drive shaft hole so the oil don't continue pouring out. So we use a bin bag and a bit of tissue to make a plug to plug the hole. And yeah, basically you can do this with a standard toolkit. One hardest part is getting that big bolt off, that drive shaft bolt. So you probably need like something like this, or a breaker bar, a good strong breaker bar, or like this. I borrowed these things from my partner's uncle. So for people in the area, you could borrow a couple of these tools from, instead of buying them for a one-off job. And over there we got a thing that we're gonna lay on, a makeshift lay on thing there, cardboard and a bit of old car boot thing. That's about it. Plus you're gonna need a good torch. I use this, I can lay it flat. It shines up underneath the car so I can see the sump bolts and stuff proper bright. I'm gonna take this wheel off, push this thing out, then put the wheel back on and crack that big bolt. So we're gonna block that wheel there so it doesn't roll. basically take that out, push that out. Get that out. Stick the wheel back on. Around 2 bolts. So we got a 32 mm socket pushed into this big extension. But notice this socket thing is far bigger than the standard half or quarter, whatever these are called. So I'm guessing so it won't break. So we got a scissors jack. We're going to use this scissors jack to keep this socket thing straight. So when I push down on it, you know, it doesn't fall up. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, turns. Not too bad. I'll jack it up and stick it on the car stand. So. So we're gonna take this bit off. This wheel well guard thing. So we got a container. That thing off. So now we need to undo 3 bolts. Got these 2 bolts. Here we're gonna take these bolts out. Plus we're gonna take this steering arm thing bolt out. I think that with this one you need 2 inch. You need one on here, the tip, and one on here to undo it. Then you hammer it out. This one, I think when taking it off, we only need one number 18 wrench. I think when you're putting it on, that's when you need 2 when you're tightening it up. After you undo the 1 bolt, get a hammer, bang it out. We need to take off these 2 bolts off the shock absorber. Okay, so we cracked that big bolt, so that's easiest to get off. Also take 1 out and we'll leave 1 in. It's already off, we'll leave that in for now. We need to take this drive shaft thing off here. There's 3 bolts in it. Leave the undercarriage off. We're gonna need a bit of rope to tie the exhaust, because we're gonna undo the exhaust up here. So we're gonna need a bit of rope to tie this onto the car so it doesn't fall down and break. So we're gonna undo these bolts, guard plastic off. So we're gonna do these exhaust bolts, undo them. So better. Some tea. and some sweets. You need that. So we're gonna crack these bolts. Not too bad. So we undo the 3 exhaust manifold pipe bolts. We need to undo this exhaust pipe clamp thing. Use a bit of rope, string, and tie this pipe to the car frame so this doesn't fall down, because this flexi thing can break. It's very delicate, so I have to be very careful when with this bit. So we undo that exhaust bracket thing, took it off. So now we have room, so we can shift this pipe out the way. Tie this bit up, you know, so it doesn't fall back too much. So take this drive shaft thing off. This bit that holds the drive shaft. There are 3 bolts, so we're going to pull the 3 bolt off the front. Try to get these 3 bolts off the drive shaft bracket thing. Nice long extension. Yeah, so we undo that 3 bolt with this long extension, and then we can undo this bolt. We got our stopper for the gearbox. When I pull the drive shaft out, we're gonna block the hole with this plastic bag and a bit of tissue. Plus we're gonna set a container underneath to catch that transmission fluid when it shaft gently. So we took the drive shaft out, bit of oil, gearbox oil draining. Take this shine thing off so we can get access to these sump bolts that's in here. Stop this running oil. We took that gear shaft bracket off. That's that thing there. Yeah. Some tea and some sweets. You need that. I think I need to get these 2 bolts up. Some cars don't got this little tool cutout along the gearbox side of the sump, but this, luckily this engine, this gearbox has the cutout. Well, the problem is the flywheel is blocking the bit of these holes, so I'm gonna have to put a socket on the pulley over there, on the timing belt side, and rotate the flywheel until there is 2 little slots showing where the hole, where you can see the head of the bolt. So we got a socket wrench right there, and the bottom pulley that's connected to the crankshaft, I think. Rotate the engine, it's not stiff, so I'm gonna rotate it and hopefully have my torch up this hole to see when the gaps show. So now I rotate it, and now I can see the full head of the bolt. I think all hard bits is done. All these other bolts that need to get off are like easily accessible. So I'm gonna drain the engine oil and take a little break. Some tea and some sweets. You need that. Undo these 2 bolts here that connects the sump to the transmission. Two of these. We're gonna undo these electrical cables and this thing over here, this black thing, and then we're gonna undo all the bolts that attaches the sump to the engine. Alright, so we undo all bolts, and now we need to break the sump off the engine block, because it's glued on with that silicone. You need to just crack it off. So I have this fork thing, use like a chisel, and you know, put it in between here and gently tap it until it cracks off. That little metal thing there, when I take the sump off, I'll bend that back with the hammer. So I'm gently tapping it to get it cracked off. Some engines don't have the cutout for here, and because it doesn't have the cutout, you will end up needing to undo the gearbox transmission to get access to these two bolts. Or you could use a drill and a carbide cutter thing, and you know, grind out space for it. Like it says, this one has the cutout, so it's all good. So we cracked the sump. So what I did was stick this in here, bang it a bit, and then pull it back to the passenger side of it. Pull it, rock it. So it's cracked. So now I'm gonna wiggle it out. Yeah, so the sump is off. Sump, and that's the gasket we're gonna change right there. Take this out. Okay. It's not hard, it's slightly still soft, but comparing to the new one, comparing to the new one has more rubbery stuff in it. See, it goes back, look, goes back very quick like a rubber, while this one, pull it back, take ages. It's like very hard. So I'm guessing in the winter when it's cold, this thing gets more hard, and that's what caused the issue. This little thing kills a lot of Insignia engine. I'm guessing 90% or 95% of cars you see for sale with engine damage caused from this little seal. It's like a Vauxhall ticking time bomb. So it's advisable if the car got high mileage, or you do like lots of short journeys, it's advisable to change the seal, because what it is, when the car don't get to regenerate fully, it puts diesel in the oil, and I'm guessing that diesel oil start to do something to this rubber, makes it get stiff. And you know, usually if you find a car has a lot of oil leaks, the seals or other seals are leaking, usually it's telling you that your diesel oil is eating away on these seals. So you change your engine oil every 6 months or every 10,000 miles, whatever comes first. So if 6 months comes first before 10,000 miles, you put new oil in. Oil is quite cheap nowadays, so oil and a filter, that's it. So now we took this off, we're gonna clean this up, clean out all these old gaskets. We're gonna take this off and look in the bottom. Hopefully there's no metals or anything in there, and we see what happens. Cover off the oil sump so we can see inside. and thankfully there is no bits of metal. Check the strainer, so seems nice and clean. So yeah, I use some paper towel and drop a bit of this oil in the sump and clean it up. Yeah, so I got some acetone, 100% alcohol. I got some carb cleaner, that'll be a old kitchen washing up thing, and a cloth. So I'm gonna try and clean this off the best I can. Then I have to clean the engine block off. I'll clean up now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the sealant on, but I'm gonna put it on the engine block, because when I put it on the sump itself, when I'm wiggling it in, it messed the place up, and you know, so it's much easier with this car to just put it on the engine block and put the sump on. And we got our new seal which goes in here. Also, when you're putting the sump on, you have to be careful with the sump on this new seal, because the sump can end up breaking this seal. It's good if you do a test run to get it on first, to see, because you have to put it up here, put it, and then come back down. So do a test run, not damage the seal. So yeah, I'm gonna put the sealant on and put the sump back on, and I think that's it. Then you just bolt the car up, and I won't be putting the undercover on today. I'm gonna bolt everything up and then put oil in it tomorrow, leave it to dry. Tomorrow put some oil in it, engine oil, and then I take it for a test run, check if it's leaking. Then if everything is fine, then I put the undercover on, and that's it. Yeah, a day's work. Yep. Take the dipstick, the oil dipstick out before you put the sump back in. So I'm gonna take this out.